Hello lovely ones, welcome to what is hopefully going to be a new steady thing. This is your weekly pick a card reading with me, Lorian. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed and everybody who's been kind enough to leave a comment. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Even if you're new here, welcome. I hope this brings you the information and some kind of guidance that you need for the next week. So first of all, I just want to say this is for the 16th to the 22nd of September. We've just had the big full moon in Pisces, the Friday the 13th harvest moon, and I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. I'm going to be shuffling on camera to make 3 piles, and then from those 3 piles, please do pick whichever pile you would like, and then obviously head to the part of the video where your answers are given or at least ruminated over. Alright, so I'm just going to start by shuffling. What does pile 1, definitely already, pile 1 need to know for the week ahead? Oh, you're actually pile 2, so I'll put you there. Okay, pile 1, just one more card for pile 1 please. What would they need to know? And you're pile 3. Okay, I hold them and then they tell me where they are. You're pile 1. This one underneath my fingers is pile 2. Then this one underneath the finger is pile 3. This is just for all of you actually. They just said, can you give this to all of them? 5 of Swords. So I think avoid conflict if you can the next week. This is for everybody. Avoid saying things that you may not mean, and also take all your victories with a little bit of humility. Also, if this is you here, maybe somebody's trying to lord something over you, head up, walk away from it. They're just showing me somebody who's very proud, very serene, head straight, back very demure line, and just walking away from something. So we'll see if that comes through in the rest of the reading, but they did actually want me to say that for everybody. So here we are. We have 3 cards pile 1, 3 cards pile 2 here, and 3 cards pile 3. Just really use your intuition, close your eyes if need be, allow your subconscious to draw you to which pile holds the answers for the next week, and I'll start the reading in just a second with pile 1. Okay, pile 1s, let's have a look and see what's coming through for you. 4 of Cups, Hanged Man, King of Cups. Alright, let's bring these a little bit closer to you. The way that I'm seeing this at the moment, I do use the cards, but I'm starting to channel a bit more information nowadays. So half of this may not be relevant to the specific meanings of the cards. They're just telling me the messages through the images and through the kind of intuition that I get from them. I feel like some of you may be very dissatisfied with a boss. Some of you may be being driven up the wall by somebody you work with. There is a feeling that this could be a very overly emotional person, somebody who always seems to get offense at something, somebody who always seems to, if a customer's nasty to them, or if somebody is, you know, just kind of tells them the truth, they just get wibbly-eyed, or, oh no, you know, and feel really, really hard done by. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this person at the moment. So that for some of you, that could be somebody who's reacting very emotionally in the next week. If this is you, they say just to remember to hold back your sensitivity a little bit more. Just take your step a little bit backwards. See if there's something that you can put energy into, something different. You know, don't focus on the thing that's making you upset, if that's the case. And also, if somebody is driving you up the wall around you next week, move yourself to somewhere else. Just try your best to block it out, because that's just going to aggravate you. We are heading soon, not now, but soon, into Mercury shadow retrograde. So this is where it prepares. It kind of goes, ooh, and then it goes backwards. So this is something that we kind of need to be aware of going into October and beyond. But I do feel for some reason somebody is either overly needy, overly emotional, the shadow aspects of the King of Cups essentially. So just watch out for that if you are, or if you know this person. The 4 of Cups could be that you're a bit overwhelmed yourself. I feel a lot with this is that you're trying your best, and some people may not think that's good enough. And so you're like, well, what's the point then? You know, why should I try doing this for you if you're just blah, blah, blah. If that's the case, don't just protest and, you know, fold your arms and go, well, that's it then. This actually is saying, you know, if you keep going, if you just keep trying or keep exploring something different, you will be given an opportunity. Just because it was not, you know, or it didn't work out before, does not mean that this time is going to be the same as those others. Don't let negative experiences translate as fact. So because you tried something before, it may actually work out a different way if you do it something now with more knowledge than it did a while ago. And this goes for all creatives, everybody with relationships, everybody who's not in a relationship. This is kind of saying if something didn't work out before, it may do now because of the knowledge and things that you have now and the experiences that you have now. Now, I'm not saying necessarily that some of you are going to go back to the arms of an ex, but I do feel that there's a situation that you know better how to handle now. It may take you a while to figure it out and to figure out the natural path that you want to take. However, the hangman comes in normally when they want to tell you to see things from a different perspective. You may feel like you have to just hold fire on something and that you just don't want to be overly involved or overly dedicate yourself to something. And that's fair enough. Honestly, I feel like this is something that you may want to explore inwardly. But they just say, hold fire. This is going to be a little bit of a mix of a week, but you're going to start to see the changes, I think, the week after. And it'll be interesting to see how that translates for you in the next reading. But let me know in the comments below if this resonated with you. Let me know how things go. And if you have any suggestions for future pick a card readings, I'm all ears. Just let me know. Let's go on to group 2 and I'll speak to you very soon. Okay, group 2. Let's have a look and see what your cards are. 3 of Wands. Strength. Oh, okay. And the 7 of Cups. Now, like I said with group 1, I am doing more channeling lately. It's just a natural thing that's happened. So I will be using that information as well as the traditional sense of the tarot coming through, intuitive messages and stuff like that. So a lot of you may start to see the big changes pay off for you, to be honest. Things that you've been wanting to develop, you start to see little flourishes as they're coming true. I do feel that you have had the seed of an idea, you've worked with that idea, and now you're probably going to start to see that come to fruition. Now, this to me reminds me of writers that I know, and they just have the seed of the idea, they work it into a book, and then they revise it. Now that they know what they're working with, they try to, you know, refine it, see what messages that they can bring to the reader and emotions. This is similar to every single walk of life. You've had an idea, you've probably played with the idea, seen where it's going, and now you're actually moving towards something very positive. You're moving and seeing what meaning it can bring to you. You're moving to see what kind of information it's going to bring you. And I honestly believe that you are ready to set out and welcome this change and welcome the newness that's coming in. For some of you, this could be a birthday, I'm being told. This could be a birthday that you have yourself, or it could be somebody else. That you're going to a party or some new. It's a new cycle that's coming in for some of you. Or you may be looking forward to the new year. It could be something like something is giving you this sense of anticipation. And, oh, I can't wait until this event. And you're looking forward to that. But I definitely foresee changes coming in. And they do start to manifest and change and pay off for you this week. Now, the Strength card is it could be to do with a Leo person, but it could also be just to do with your own inner strength and how you're maneuvering yourself. I do see within this that they are saying just to quiet down the gossips around you. Just like, shh, you know, just kind of, you know, if they're running off the mouth, absolutely feel like you can go, excuse me, no. And you don't have to raise your voice to them. You don't have to shout at them. You don't have to tear them a new one. All you have to do is look, I tame you, go away. Now, this could also be to tame something else within you, like curb your enthusiasm. There's something that seems like, don't get too run away with this idea. Don't get too caught up in the idea of, because the reality is going to be very different. And I think this is actually something that these cards work well together with. Don't get caught up in the fantasy of, oh, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. Just do what you can, or else the work won't get done. If you get caught up too much, and this is like a call out post to me, jeez. So it's kind of like, if you get caught up in the daydream, if you get caught up in the psychic energy of the potential, and you don't actually put in the work that what you've done so far, that won't come to pay off. This is just going to be something that's kind of in the middle, and it won't actually come to fruition. So use your strength, quiet that anxiety in your mind. If that is the anxiety, it could be yourself, you know, running its mouth going, you will never do this, it's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. Tell it to shush, and then don't get caught up in the fantasy of what ifs, good and bad. Just try and limit yourself, ground yourself this week, and actually put your best foot forwards, because you've got this in the bag. The next one is strong foundations, strong, good laying foundations that you can continue working with. Don't let this sort of fantasy area put you off. But I hope that helps you for the next week. Let me know in the comments below if it resonates with you. And also if you have any suggestions for future pick a card readings, I'm all ears, let me know. If there's anything else I can do for you, social links are down below. In the meantime, best of luck. And I'm now going to move on to group 3. So group 3, let's have a look and see what's on the cards for you. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, ooh, all the people. All the people, Queen of Wands. Okay, so you could be having appointments with these people. Already I'm getting some information. Once I seem to open a channel, it doesn't stop. And like I said in the previous 2, I am doing more channeling lately. I'm not actually doing reading the literal meanings of the cards so much. They're giving me the information based on the intuitive messages that they're bringing forward. But I see that there's probably some people who you have to keep appointments with, or have to keep happy. Either of these could be you. You could be an earth sign, water sign, fire sign, or have them heavily in your chart, or be dealing with people who are very similar. But I do feel that they're saying caution is very strong. The Knight of Pentacles is kind of dolled up to the nines, really. He's very secure. He's got everything that he can, possibly armouring himself. And it's kind of saying that you need to be prepared, or maybe you feel like you have to be prepared in going into a conversation or event, or you're just gearing up for battle or something like that. It has that real strong feeling, you know. I do feel that there's something about making sure that you don't necessarily have to gamble with anything. You know, when people say put your money where your mouth is, I think you have to take a step back from that at the moment. I do feel here with a lot of these cards, there's probably going to be a lot of back and forth actually. He seems to be quite a closed off person. So maybe you're closing yourself off, or maybe somebody else is closing themselves off, resisting the communication that you're trying to bring forwards. Now this is actually good news. This could be an invitation. This could be something that you've waited a long time for, but it's something that's deliberate, and it will induce a very emotional reaction from you. And I think it's, for some of you, it's a young person, maybe a young water sign who's very sensitive and just tells you how much they love you and how much you mean to them, which brings an unexpected sort of lump to your throat, because nobody really goes, oh, I love you all the time. But this is somebody who is a very strong person, even if they are younger than you, and they do genuinely want to express something to you. It might be a bit weird if it's in a workplace, but I do feel that you're going to be told that you are admired, or somebody is going to do something really nice. It's in the subtlety of the messages. It could even be a friend going, that's great, what you just did is great. And it gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling. So however minute it is, don't dismiss it. This is a good feeling. This is a nice feeling, you know. It's a good feeling to think back on and think, you know what, people do care and people are supportive. I don't know why you need that, but for some people it does, because you've been knocked back maybe by this person who's closed off and you can't get anything out of them. Or maybe you're closed off and this starts to open you up. Either way, it feels like this is going to be better for you. This person, if you are very organised this week, could drive it up the wall, because they don't seem organised at all. They just seem to be, they will do what they say they're going to do. They will support you, but they're always in the clouds. They're always going to be busy around. They're always going to be having something else to do, or going here, or going there, or going everywhere. So don't rip them a new one because they seem to be distracted. They can't focus all their attention on everything at once, and I think that they do care and they are going to come forwards towards you. So this could be a fire sign, like I say, or just somebody who has all the balls up in the air and they're just juggling as they can, and it's not really making sense to anybody apart from them. Like if somebody has a really messy desk and you say, how can you find anything on here? They will know because they created the mess, so they know where things are. Oh, diary over here. Oh, pen over here. They will know because they know this organised chaos. So this could be somebody who's driving you a bit insane. It could also be you. You may feel like, oh, the emotions are all over the place. But you know what's true and you know what's right and you know the direction in which you need to go this week. And who are the people you need to listen to? Because they're saying not to listen to everybody's advice this week, actually. Go within yourself, understand what your spirit guides are saying to you, because this could also be a spirit guide, and take their advice and your own intuition over other people who may seem too serious or trying to stall your energy. This person could be trying to stall your energy, could be two separate things within you. But let me know in the comments below how things go for you. Wishing you all the very best of luck. All the social links are down below if you want to get in touch. But in the meantime, have a fantastic week ahead and I'll speak to you soon.